Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to another exciting edition of
The English Couple.
The Couple of English
Nuts.
Afloat. Or moored up on the bank, actually, as you so rightly saw just a few minutes ago.
Yes.
We've got white smoke coming out of the engine.
Yes.
And we've managed to get hold of Ed and said, there's white smoke coming out of the engine. He said, put the cigars down and stop mucking about. So,
Take the fog machine out of there then.
Yes. So he said it's probably nothing to worry about. I'd looked on the internet and found out that it could be head gaskets blown, don't do anything, sink the boat and run for shore.
i.e. indicative of deeper issues.
Yes, but Ed said it's done that before. He's going to get dressed, because we rang him at 6 in the morning. No, we didn't. He's on his way, but we're going to pootle up to a bridge where the road access is.
Yes.
We're going to do it very gently so we don't ruin his boat.
You don't want to kill it.
Luckily, there's nobody on this little stretch where we are.
No. So we don't have to feel a bit embarrassed.
Embarrassed that we've got smoke pluming out the back.
Oh, you got troubles with your engines. Yeah, we know.
We know that.
Yeah, we know.
We also did think if there were people coming, we could have asked for a tow.
That would have been handy. But
or a foot.
I can't imagine anyone coming up past Cobbler's Lock, for heaven's sake.
Or a leg.
What?
Or, anyway.
Boom.
Yeah, she just got it. So.
No, I didn't. I just re-listened to it in my head. I
Julia's,
ignored you the first time.
Julia's got the kettle on and I've got my face on. So we'll be casting off in a minute and limping quietly up to the old bridge, and then we'll see what Ed says.
Yes.
These trips on the boats are never without their little issues.
Nope.
But actually the last one we had no issues at all, did we? On the Thames.
No.
No.
I don't think we did. Oh, no, are we kidding ourselves? Are we kidding ourselves? You had those spots.
That's personal problems. We're not talking about that. Thank you. And here is the shot of the view. I did take a photograph of the white smoke when it was just on idle. But now we've got going, it doesn't seem to be quite as grim. But anyway, we've rung Ed, he's on his way. He said, I've just said to him, it seems like a false alarm. But he's going to come back and have a look anyway, which I think is very wise. In the meantime, there's a bridge just a little bit up here, which gives access to the road. My first thought was, if we don't, if we have to curtail the adventure, best to get to access to a road so we can take our stuff off. Otherwise we'll be walking it all up and down the footpath, which would take all day. And here is the lovely Julia.
Hello, lovely Richard. Hello, lovely viewers.
So yes, hopefully false alarm, but as Ed said, he's going to just come and double check it all. So now we're just going to find the bridge and mooring again. Hello, Maureen.
Danny, you got there before me.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm not surprised.
Like that. We're just waiting for Ed. We've been moored up now by the bridge for about 8 days and so far no sign. We've run out of water and food and we are in rags waiting for our saviour. He is coming on his white charger, apparently from Egypt.
Made me laugh. I was enjoying the reading. Thank you very much for that.
That's all right.
Catching a bit of rays, well, the sun rays, of course.
Oh yeah, not Ray. As
No,
in
I don't want any.
Ray Fiennes or Raymond or.
Do I not want Ray Fiennes?
Fine old Ray.
I don't think I've ever fancied him at all.
No.
But anyways,
I can't even picture him.
to be honest, I'm not sure I can. I think I'm seeing Christian Bale in my head. Doesn't matter.
Who the hell is Christian Bale?
Someone else.
Some other person. Anyway, where is he? We are keeping our eyes out. Probably another 9 weeks to go. Can we survive? And we've seen no other person on the canal
stopped. Not since we stopped anyway. There's 2 boats had passed that way. One with an older lady on her own, and then well, that was a longer boat as well, and then a smaller boat, one of the diddy ones called Tobias, with another lady on board.
The only consolation is that the single lady, who must have been in her late 70s, she looked pretty ancient, on her little narrow boat. Fit, is either now stuck trying to get into Cobbler's Lock because she can't open the sodding doors, or is stuck in it and still can't open the doors. Because that was the one lock that we had severe struggle. We were in there, and there's a house, an old lock keeper's house, and as sod's law is, nobody was at home. Nobody was there to go, "Oh, don't worry, sir, I'll come and help you out of there. We do have it a little bit from time to time, tricky here. I've got a little knack that I use." But just like that. But he unfortunately wasn't in. He saw us coming and said, "Oh, quick, more people, let's get out of here before they ask for assistance." And it's probably got little candid camera filming so they can watch us get stressed and stressed. Anyway,
that was fun.
And still we wait for the Ed
Lock.
at Copper's Lock.
Cobblers.
No, yes, but we're now up by bridge over the River Kwai.
I can't see the number.
I did read it. I filmed it. I think it's 90. I can't remember.
Something like that.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just strolling up to the bridge ahead of us where we parked, I can see beyond that a lock, and I want to get a shot looking back down the river and also see the access for Ed and his toolkit. So we'll see what we see.
Apart from that, she's fine. Close that down from there. Good.
Ed, our saviour, has arrived and is inspecting the poor suffering engine. Terminal, is it terminal?
I think in this instance we can save it.
Gosh, there is a big Pentanicon you brought with you of absolutely, what does it say on there? Acme boat repairs, everything you could possibly require for a boat that's in severe, desperate state. So that's very lucky. Oh dear. So we're going to winch, I think the idea is to winch the engine out. What is it? You scrape the hull at the bottom of the boat, don't you? Get the black on.
Yeah, blacken it.
Blacken the thing. And then you've got a special dredging unit to dredge ahead of us so that we don't touch any nasty weeds or any of that. So that's quite useful for us because we're very delicate people.
We've got to reinstall the flux capacitor as well.
Oh yes, that flux capacitor. The flux has been perfectly cleaned with emery cloth that has come from the bottom of a duck's bill.
I did wonder.
I wasn't quite sure where I was going.
At least we know where it's come from now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how they make them. Let's have a look at the engine whilst you're in there. Look at that. All that oil and muck that's on the inside.
Where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Where it's supposed to be, quite. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for coming in and double checking.
No problem.
It, though.
No problem. It's always better to phone than not.
Yeah. Always better to be safe than sorry, hey?
Absolutely.
And I'm always sorry.
And I'm always safe.
Yes, and effective. Oh.
Mojo and I are going for a little walk whilst Ed is sorting out and checking out and doing some other bits and bobs on the boat. It looks like someone's just come through the lock up there, which is nice. But what I do is when I take Mo for a walk is I'll walk him out, during the boat trip that is, I'll walk him out to a point, then I'll set him down, let him get cosy, and then gently encourage him to walk back towards the boat. So, yeah, last night we spent an hour out and about walking. He's starting to get a bit bouncy, I'll have to stop and let him down. But yeah, so we spent an hour out and about walking last night. Very good, weren't you? Got some nice pictures of him. But Richard had crashed, had fallen asleep early, and I couldn't wake him to get him to go to bed. Not that he had to or anything, not that I was ready to go to bed, but so I spent the time sorting out Mojo and getting him relaxed out on the walk, and he had a much better time last week, didn't you? Right, so let me put him down and see what we can film. You're a good boy, aren't you? Not panicking, he's just stalking carefully and cautiously, which is good, because I want him to be cautious. I don't want him to get too comfortable. Oh, sorry, scared you with the slipping my foot. But yeah, he's showing me how much he trusts me. He's not shredded my skin when I've encouraged him to do things that he's not really wanting or comfortable to do. But he's stretching his bounds, and he's really coming along. It's so lovely. I'm so pleased we did bring him. I was worried. Here, I'll put the camera back on him so you can see him. I'm exhausted from crouching and filming. He's now caught up. No, he's not. He's fine. So I'll concentrate on him, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Exhausted.
Magical Ed has now managed to fix everything. So what was the problem? Was it the big ends? Had
No,
they
it was
gone?
the small ends.
Oh, the small ends.
Yes, a bit of water issue. So we replaced the impeller.
Because the boat sunk, didn't it? That was one of the
It did,
problems.
yeah. We got a little bit wet. I can actually show you what we have replaced. Oh, where's it gone now? Oh, there it is. One of those.
Ta-da!
One of those.
That was the cause of the issue.
There you go.
So there we go. All sorted now.
My advice is don't put one of those in your boat to begin with, and you won't have that issue.
Absolutely.
Didn't think of that, Dale, did we?
No. So Ed's going to join us now to help us through the next few locks, because we're so knackered after watching him fix the engine, because it's very hard watching people work.
Well, I did just work out we've done 26 locks.
And that was just
So
this
far.
morning.
No, the
Good
next
going.
one will be on 27th. Well, I'm so clever, I worked that out myself.
Well, well done you, my love. So we're going to cast off, and we're going to head on the journey. Thank you, Ed.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a
Pleasure as
moment.
always, indeed.
Ed's walked up ahead, and I think he's going to open the lock for us, which will be grand, and then we can just sail straight in. He will need the windlass, so I will go and give that to him. You all right, my love?
I am good, thank you, darling.
One windlass on the ready.
There's a little bit of water in there now.
Ah, here we go.
There we
Squirt.
go. Thank you.
Oh, what fun it is to hover in the canalway next to the lock.
I know.
Right.
I get to take it a little easy today. Well, at least for the first few locks. But still got to, you know, pull the sticky bits and open the gatey bits. But we have done quite a lot.
Now for a bit I don't like.
Hello, sailor.
Hello, sailor. Ed's still helping us with a couple of locks, bless him, try and catch up on some time whilst we were sitting back there having the boat checked over, etc, etc. So yes, it's lovely having Ed's company. Considering he's the owner of the boat. Yeah, and so look, oh, look at these two. Let's have a quick look. Gas bagging while they laze around on the job. Bless them, I don't blame them. Must be nice and warm on those black beams. Lovely jubbly.
Ah, this is the life. The thing is, you could fall asleep here and an hour or so would pass until some nice person in a boat goes, "Oi! Open the bloody lock, will you?" No, no.
Have a good day. Someone would think it was a lazy Sunday afternoon. Oh wait, it is. Let's go see how Richard's doing. How are you faring, Mr. Sailorman?
Very well, actually. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. I was just lying here and meditating, sucking in the sun rays and thinking, another 3 bloody locks to go.
Yeah, there's the sum of it.
Then we're going into whatever have you told them the name of the town?
No.
No, we don't know what it is, but hopefully we'll get there before 4 o'clock and buy some more supplies. We've got bacon and the end of our veg.
Yes.
So
a couple of eggs.
We can have lunch, but we also need something for tonight, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And on Tuesday we're on our way back.
Goes quickly, doesn't it?
It does go quickly.
Huh.
Right, another lock to be opened.
Let's crackly on. And the way is clear. He looks knackered. I'll show you Richard in a second. Not sure who he thinks he's fooling. Nah, I bet he's had a nice little meditation there. Bless him. I think this is where Ed is going to leave us again. And yeah, so we'll see him again Tuesday, unless we have another issue, which I doubt we will. It was just a precaution to have him come and check the boat out because we were just slightly concerned.
3 more down. So you've got 2.5 miles and about 3 more locks to go. So I wish you very well on the rest of your voyage.
Thank you so much for your help.
I'm totally jealous.
Don't worry, we'll be calling you out again in half an hour.
That's absolutely fine.
Hope not, anyway.
No, hopefully not. Should be fine. So yeah,
Grand.
lovely to
Thank
see you again.
for the help on those locks.
Pleasure, no problem. It's good exercise for me. So.
Yes. Well, you've got to take the boat all the way back to Abingdon.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
And you reckon you could do it in a day?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
No, I think that's too quick. It's lovely to stay over. Anyway,
good to see you again.
Yes, we will see you at the other end.
Yeah, later on.
In a day and a half.
Safe travels anyway.
Thank you.
Right, see you later. Bye.
Toodle pips. So we say goodbye to Bridge 91 and whatever the number of the lock this one is, and on to the next, my darling.
On we go.
Only 5 days now to Christmas. We set off in May and now it's December the 20th, and look at the sunshine and the heat. If that's not global warming, I don't know what is. Either that or I may have just lost count of the days.
Richard's just taken over for a bit of driving. I like to make sure he does get some driving in, although he's quite happy doing the locks, which suits me. I do enjoy doing a lock every now and then. Not that we've got a lock for a bit. Yeah, it's good that you drive the boat, isn't it? I mean, we're both here. It's something you should experience.
Oh, I do enjoy doing a bit of driving. But obviously, you know, a man of my self-esteem, incredibly busy with thoughts of state, saving the planet, keeping the world afloat, and looking at all the lovely scenery. It's a very difficult job. We're passing the Moulin Rouge.
And look who is down here. Hello. Boop.
What is surprising is the number of boats. Here we are in this beautiful time. The number of people who clearly own boats but don't, and they're moored just any old where randomly along the canal, but nobody seems to be at home. You know, they seem to be empty, and you wonder if they only go in 2 or 3 times a year or whatever. But they definitely seem almost abandoned, don't they?
Yeah, well, that last one, not that last one, but the last one we passed before I picked the camera up, that had plants growing from its rear fender. It's one of those roped rear fenders. It wasn't just one type of plant, it was about 3 or 4 different types of plant, quite tall as well. Crazy.
And a camel tethered to the propeller.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm sure you're supposed to do that, full-size camel.
No. There's another wide beam up ahead.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I've just spotted what our farm should look like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's lovely. Lots of overgrown meadowy fields with lots of crisscrossing and curling hedgerows full of lots of beautiful classic hedgerow trees and plants. It's beautiful, and there's a couple of horses in there. Ah, it's so lovely, beautiful. Right, let's get this done.
We do work well as a team, we really do. On the earlier ones, we had a couple of little, you know, I thought you were going to do that. All right, I'll do that, you do this. Now, we're just back into the mode, we know exactly what we're doing. No arguments, no bashing on the head with the windlass. Oh.
Except in jest.
Except in jest. Brilliant.
Perfect.
More perfect teamwork. One more lock to go, and then great, whatever it is, somewhere, and we'll moor up, have something to eat, and go shopping. We are moored up at Great Bedwin or something.
Yes, Great Bedwin.
And we are late for a shop because the shop, the little Londis shop at Great Bedwin, shuts at 2. We sat down and had bacon and sandwiches at
13 minutes to 3.
And then Ed texted us to say, oh, you do know the shop shuts at 2. He said, ah. He said, it's all right, I'm in the area, I'll give you a lift. So we are now walking to the bridge, number 95, and he's going to take us into Marlborough or somewhere where we can go to, unfortunately, another superstore. Here we are, have a look at this.
Wow. A mast and everything.
And look, Muscovy ducks.
Oh yes. Wild Muscovy ducks.
Hello, wild Muscovy. Hello, sailor.
Hello again.
Hello.
Fancy meeting you guys.
Excuse the extreme lack of space. I wasn't planning on anyone being in the car.
Did you want to sit in the front?
Oh, I don't mind, you're in the front now.
Oh, I'm in the front. Sorry, I just naturally went
That's all right.
to say hello to Ed.
Well, hello again.
This time we've not broken down or run out of anything other than food. I know, I'm doing it. Well, that was exhausting, wasn't it?
It was a bit.
So, thanks to Ed, who's been an absolute star today, not only saving the engine, but also telling us that at 2 o'clock, as we said, the shops were shut in this village. So we went, as you saw, in the vehicle, his car, to, it's funny going in a car after being on a boat.
It is, isn't it? It was quite
So we went to the supermarket that we went to before, but not the same supermarket, but the brand of supermarket, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we said its name too many times the last time.
We're not saying it again. And we were trying to find some organic food in the supermarket, and that's very tricky. And in fact, we did find some chicken breasts, organic chicken breasts. And I think ordinary chicken breasts were about £3.50, something like that, for two. How much were the organic chicken breasts, lovely Julia?
I can hardly bear to say it, but it was £19.50.
You heard that right. £19.50. So that is effectively £9.75, isn't it?
Something like that.
Each chicken breast.
Now, I highly value that chicken's life,
but I think that
but that's steep.
That company is taking the mickey, knowing, I think in a way it's just saying, you won't buy this because it's healthy, buy the unhealthy chicken because it's not healthy. So I think that was what was going on there.
Trying to outprice the good stuff.
So we decided, do you know what, we've got organic veg in the fridge, we'll make soup. We'll buy some bread, and we tried to buy the best bread that we could find, which is difficult in a supermarket, so we've had to lower our
expectations.
So we're going to do soup and bread for tomorrow, our last night. Tonight we do have a tuna bake, with organic pasta.
Although technically we can't bake it.
Oh yeah, so it'll be tuna and pasta,
Tuna pasta.
not baked.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we've moored up here in Great Bedwin.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Great Bedwin.
That's it. Well done.
And it's still very beautiful. So I think that's it for today.
So very warm still. It's lovely.
It's baking. Baking. So I'm going to go and have a glass of water with a little bit of salt in it.
Celtic sea salt, of course.
Celtic sea salt. How yummy is that? So thank you for watching all our
Explorations.
Explodades. What is the word I'm looking for? Explorades.
Exploitation. No. Explorations.
Explorades. No.
No, I know the word you're trying to say, but could you keep saying?
Escapades.
Thank you. Got there.
Got there. Escapades without any blades in it. So thank you for watching our escapades.
Escapades. Thank you. My hair uncaught.
And we'll catch you on the next one. I hope you're not bored of our boat trip. We're not. We're loving every minute.
We're loving.
Till the next one.
Ciao for now. Tatty bye.